We are down to the final 4 open singles. We've got 2 of them on display here on table number 1. That's Daniel Colter after a big win over Todd Lafredo. Colter now will face the great Ryan Moore. Boney Spreadman and Terry Ruth still alive on the winner's side as we get this first game underway. Best 3 games out of 5. Colter played himself a great match earlier on against Lafredo, and he's going to have to play at least that good, you would think, to beat this guy. Not sure what the final total was in that previous match against Mares. How many did he score from goal? But it was something like 8, and it might have even been 1 or 2 more than that. Another one of those performances from Moore. That one knocked into the goal by Moore's 5. It's 1-0. Four players remaining, the final 4, and Colter, I think, the one big surprise, and not a huge surprise. We know how good of a player Daniel Colter is, but when you're talking about a tournament that has other names in it besides the 3 remaining players like Mares and Robertson and guys like that, Murray. It's a nice accomplishment to get into that top 4 for Colter, and he has evened it at 1 here in game number 1. But this could be the real breakthrough weekend for Daniel Colter. He'll be playing against Ryan Moore in doubles in a little while in the semifinals of the winner's bracket with his partner Garrett Schirkenbach. Nice partner selection, by the way. Garrett still remains an outstanding goalie. But for Colter to get 2 top 5 finishes, one of them a top 4 finish, at least one of them, at a tournament of this quality is a major accomplishment, a real step forward. A nice defensive play there as he knocks that one into the corner. 2-2 here in game number 1. And the slingshot blocked back into the goal by Moore. Daniel scored 3 or 4 of those in the match against Lafredo earlier on. It's a nice weapon to have. You don't want to go crazy with it, overuse it, but if you're good at it, and Daniel Colter is very good at it, and off that back pin into a push kick, nicely done. It's 3-3. Colter, some nifty ball handling, and then a pull kick, which is blocked and bounces to Daniel on the 5. Tries to go through the lane, blocked by Moore. And a tic-tac wall pass. This is a very skilled player. Daniel finds the hole. It's 4-3. So Colter, with a strong opening game effort, has surged ahead. But first, he's going to step away and call timeout. Ball put into play by Ryan and immediately sent towards the goal. We got to be a little quicker on the camera switching there. And that one up and around and back in Colter's goal. It's 4-4. Tough break there for Daniel. Colter, high lane, catching it with that middleman on the 3-rod. Chance to win this first game for Daniel. Sets up the snake shot. Flips, re-grips, and then loses the ball and calls timeout. Ryan Moore will put the ball back into play. Tied up at 4 here in game number 1. Ryan has yet to explode from goalie. Tried to come back down the middle with a pull shot. Colter able to snag it on his 5. And Colter will get another chance here. Some nice work by Daniel. See if he can take advantage of it and put away game number 1. Daniel Colter strokes it home deep to that near corner, and he leads 1-0. Ryan Moore will put the ball into play, opening up game number 2. Ryan will shoot the snake. And it's 1-0. Ryan will look to increase his lead here. And he does. Daniel Colter really is, we said, having a breakthrough weekend. Looking very focused, playing some great foosball here this weekend. Picked up here by Moore. Ryan for a 3-0 lead. And stolen away here by Moore. Ryan with a tap and tried to take it out to the far side. It was blocked, but then came back around off that outside wall and in. It's 4-0. Colter tries the slingshot. Looked like the hole was there, and he just went wide. At this point, I think Daniel just wants out of this second game. He does have a 1-0 lead. Picks it up, went with a quick dink, taken away by Moore. Thinking about doing something with the left hand. Now we'll step back and look to do something with his right hand. Fires that one down the middle off that front pin. Comes back to Ryan. Again, wants to shoot the front pin off the inside wall. A very European play there. Something you'll see on the P4P tour. Using that front pin into a bank. Colter will pick it up on his 3-rod. And that one up into the air and off the table. Speaking of P4P, we'll be there in about 4 weeks for the P4P European Championships. We'll be there along with about 800 players at the Maritime Hotel in Bonn. One of the great tournaments in all the world of table soccer. Ryan up 4-0 here in game number 2. Daniel Colter leading 1-0. And Colter with a big-time pull shot from goal makes it 4-1. Moore tried the left hook up into the air and off the table. You don't see Ryan use one very often. Of course, he has a good one. And Daniel Colter now will put it back into play in the goal area as he brings it across. Sets it up. Sends it off the inside wall a couple of times. Moore slides back there to grab it. Ryan looking at the bank. Comes back down the middle with a pull shot. It bounces to his 3-rod. He stabs it towards the goal, and Colter able to pick it off. Daniel tried to bank it off the outside wall, then does snag it with his 5. Moore going nowhere on that hesitation wall pass. A little runner gets through. Give Daniel Colter credit for not quitting here in this second game. He can cut the lead to 2 here from snake shot position. Colter fires it home far side. It's 4-2. And that's really the approach you should have. Just play every ball, no matter what the score is. Play every ball smart, play every ball hard. Colter couldn't hold on to it with the 5. Ryan Moore grabs it and will call timeout. Ryan puts the ball back into play. Moore fires it home. It's 1 game apiece. Daniel Colter. Daniel Colter won the first game. Ryan Moore has come back to claim game number 2 as we get the third game underway in this best 3 games out of 5 match to see who will stay alive and move on to third or better and who will finish in 4th place. Colter shot attempt blocked, left hook on goal, and there's Ryan with a left hand on the goalie rod to make the block. Moore slices that one to the short side. Colter gets the left hand back there on the 2 rod to keep it out. The slingshot blocked by Moore. The outside bank towards the goal. The rebound will roll to Ryan on the 5. No score. Third game, 1 game apiece. Sunday afternoon here in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado, about 4:30 in the afternoon. Still a good solid 8 hours of footage tonight. Ryan went with several fakes and then tried to tap it down the middle. Colter off the outside wall towards the goal. Daniel's done a pretty good job of keeping Ryan's 2 rod under control, although Ryan really hasn't executed a whole lot of great shots from goal so far. And this one blocked and then grabbed by Colter, who looks to strike first here in the 3rd. Daniel chokes it home to that far side. It's 1-0. Daniel Colter coming off of what very well might have been the biggest win of his career when he beat Lafredo earlier on to get to this point. Nice little play there, the clever little pass to his 5. But if he could pull off an upset here, boy, what a day it would be in the life and the career of young Mr. Colter. We've watched Daniel Colter for, I'm thinking, close to 10 years now, at least 8 or 9 years. When we first saw him and his fellow Mississippi resident, Blake Robertson, when they were perhaps 15 years old, and both of them very talented at that point. Banked off that outside wall on goal, and Colter kept it out. If you can keep Ryan Moore's 2 rod under control in singles, there's a fair chance you're going to have some success. Of course, Ryan can do it all from every rod, but he is so dominant shooting the ball off that 2 rod that if you can keep that under control and perform well offensively yourself, you've got a chance. 1-1 here in the 3rd in both games and score. Moore looking for the high lane, knocks it back into Colter's goal area. Daniel able to retrieve it on the 5. Now stepping into the forward position, looking to advance it to his 3 rod. Colter tried to go along the wall, blocked by Moore. And taken away here by Ryan. For the lead, Ryan Moore. Fires it home, far side. It's 2-1. Ryan looking to increase his lead here. Colter with a block, and again, a nice flip over grab on the 5 by Daniel. Colter hard along the wall. And then hard to the back of the goal. It's 2-2. Here in the 3rd. Colter giving Ryan Moore everything he could want here. Ryan, that one blocked up into the air and off the light. And then put into play just like that, and a slingshot off the inside wall. 1, 2, 3, and in. And we've got a timeout. Sorry, folks, just didn't see that one coming. Nobody did, including Ryan Moore. Didn't get back to the table in time. Still adjusting to the new rule. And we'll try to be quicker. Daniel Colter leading 3-2 after that quick slingshot. Ryan along the near wall. Moore fires it home, far side, it's 3-3. Colter along the wall. Daniel for the lead. Stokes it home. It's 4-3. It has not been an easy day for Ryan Moore in singles. Match against Dustin Gatliff earlier on was a tough one. Match against Nutran, not so tough. And this one here, oh, beautiful pull shot, and then stabbing it in on the rebound with the 5 is Colter, and he leads 2-1. Fourth game underway. Ryan Moore finds himself down 2-1 to Daniel Colter, who is playing another great match. Moore strokes it home to open up the scoring here in game number 4. Runner through the lane by Colter. Boy, Daniel playing with such great confidence, and why wouldn't he be? He'll set this one up and hammer it home. It's 1-1. Boy, you can just see the desire, the focus in Colter's eyes right now as he knows he's just 4 goals away from eliminating Ryan Moore and moving into the top 3 in open singles. And playing like this, he can certainly contend, if not beat, anyone he plays against. Colter switching defensively, makes the block. That one off the post. Picked up with a left hand by Moore, who will step back offensively. And that's really been one of the big keys, is Ryan is not scoring the ball from his 2-rod here in this match. Yet. That one down the table on goal. Colter back there waiting for it. Retrieves the rebound. That one's going to trickle in for Colter. He's up 2-1. With a shot attempt. And then back the other way goes Colter. It's 3-1. That one's going to bounce through. 3-1 lead for Colter. He's up 2-1 against Ryan Moore, playing another sensational match. But Ryan, of course, is not going to go easy. It's 3-2. Colter. Looking to move within 1 of victory. Daniel trying to come down the middle, blocked by Moore. Does have timeouts remaining, and firing it home here. It's match point for Daniel Colter. Boy, Daniel really playing some ball today. Along the wall goes Moore, and it's taken away by Daniel. Shot down the middle with a 5-0. It's going to spin back to Daniel Colter, who can win the match. Colter will set it up. Try to come near side. Moore raced him to it, made the block. Daniel's going to have to put something excellent into the goal here, because Ryan's not going to give him anything easy. He's got a chance to do it again right here as he sets it up, straight up into the air and off the table after the block by Moore. And again, he's got timeouts remaining, and I certainly would suggest, if I were his coach, that he takes one. Don't want to let Moore back into it. He's had 2 chances to put it away. Ryan tried to go to the short side, intercepted on the 5 by Colter. Daniel tried to brush it down, blocked by Moore. Colter again, and doesn't execute the pass here. Ryan Moore can turn things around on you awfully quick. That one banked off the wall, back towards the goal, sent up the middle, and Colter's going to get another opportunity. The slingshot wins it for Colter. Great performance for Daniel Colter as he defeats Ryan Moore to advance to 3rd place or better in the loser's bracket of open singles.